In the distance there, you can see that this net-like area was set up so that none of the garbage that persons tend to throw in our gully system, like the plastic bottles and all of that, don't make their way into the sea. Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the Kingston Waterfront redevelopment project. I think it's a collaboration between the World Bank and the Jamaican government, and it's basically to improve the infrastructure within the Kingston or Eastern Kingston area, which you know, we have had some amount of degradation where the waterfront is concerned. Today, you know, just taking a walk to see how the project is coming along, and I hope you enjoy this video. It's great to see what has occurred in this area for many decades. You know, Kingston had suffered from some amount of neglect, and it's really good to see the transformation. This area that I'm currently walking on, usually much later in the evenings, you tend to see a lot of joggers or walkers passing by, and even people just casually walking. This is at your left is a little seawall, which has been repainted by, as you can see, some corporate entities which had sponsored the facelift to the area. You can see the birds flying by, and you can view ships, you know, docked out in the Kingston Harbour. Yeah. Looking on, you can see the huge buildings in the foreground. 4 buildings: the Grace Kennedy, Scotia Center, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and also the Bank of Jamaica. And today is really a nice, beautiful day. Overcast, my kind of weather. And I'm, you know, stretching my legs, keeping myself healthy. So I also hope you're enjoying this walk with me. You know, I find this to be very interesting. I think in many ways it perfectly illustrates who we are as a people. You know, that Jamaicans love to party. We love our music, you know, reggae and dancehall music, you know, and it kind of epitomizes who we are as a people in many respects, you know. So now I've crossed over into the middle of the roadway. Traffic is kind of building up a bit now, and you'll find that a lot of persons now, they probably just be leaving work and trying to beat the traffic, and generally when they go in that direction, that will be towards Marcus Garvey Drive. And right now we're walking towards Flag Circle. That's the area that you see the sign that says "Welcome to Downtown Kingston." This area was supposed to be a part of when we celebrated Kingston 145. This is supposed to be a legacy project. In terms of what you're supposed to be seeing in this area is a plethora of flags on display, and as you can see, there are no flags on display. That's kind of unfortunate. That's due to a lot of the times, you know, that we don't consistently maintain many things in this country. But I do hope that there's some improvement and the flags do come back, because it was a wonderful sight at one point. Also, there's a little walk here, you know, for persons who are interested, I guess persons who would work or live in and around this area in Kingston. So it's a beautiful park. Oh wow. Now this is the area in which I'm not sure if you're able to see, but this is the area where it used to have all the flags on display. I've noticed that the flag poles seems to have been cut down. I do hope it's not a case in which they were stolen, but they were just taken down by the authority for whatever reason. I'll have to do some investigation to find out more information about that. Now that I'm thinking about it, it may be because the 145th anniversary celebration has gone. So that project was probably just for a 12-month period, I guess. Wow, it looks like somebody apparently is living inside this area at Flag Circle. As you can see, they set up their little shed here. I'm not necessarily going to go any closer. I don't want to disturb anyone. And you can see that there's this little monument inside here that is supposed to showcase an author Rastafarian men and females, and there's another statue in the center there. Oh, it's raining. I'll have to kind of run for cover now. Catch you back in a little while. Not sure if you've seen this, but that's a beautiful rainbow that has come out. Wow, just beautiful. I wish that some of you are here to actually see it live, but I hope that this will do. From wherever you're watching from in the world, this is definitely a beautiful sight. This was worth getting wet. So now we're able, I'm much more elevated now, so we can see over the seawall. We can see more of the harbor. The rainfall is not so bad now. And there's an egret, if you can see in the distance. Along this area, there is a project that's going on. I think this one is out here probably catching fish. But there's a very good project going on in this area. Oh my gosh, the sign is gone. But I know that what you're seeing here is that you'd see that in the distance there, you can see that this net like area was set up so that none of the garbage that persons tend to throw in our gully system, like the plastic bottles and all of that, don't make their way into the sea. So what happens is that basically that will stop all of the bottles and all of the garbage, and it stays in this area, and then a team would come and basically clean up this area, and the bottles are taken to a recycling facility. I think this is part of the project by Recycle Jamaica. I think Sir Damian King, who's always on Twitter, is the person that's responsible for that organization. It's not a great smell, but I rather the bad smell when I'm passing here than all of this flowing out into the sea and destroying our environment. You know, that we really need to do better as a people in terms of how we treat our environment. You know, stop, you know, let's get rid of let us start to dispose of our bottles, our plastic bags, even though there's a plastic ban, but we still find plastic bags and all of these things. So in this area you'll find that a lot of the fishermen from eastern Kingston got their boats in this area before heading out to sea. Across the road there, that was the former ice factory. So I'm here relaxing and chilling. You can see this is an area that persons tend to stop, you know, just kind of get out of the roadway a bit. Over there is the Breezy Castle facility, which is a sporting facility. It has a football field, it has basketball and netball courts, and it's heavily used by a lot of the schools in the area, community members, and a lot of companies. Like for example, participate in the six-a-side football competitions. They'll come and train over here, and a lot of the schools train within this area also, and you find that a few teams also use it to play in the Manning Cup competition. I think if my memory serves me right, when the improvement project was launched some years ago, this was the area that it was actually done in. There were some plaques here. I don't know if they were removed for safekeeping or something else happened. I do hope it would have been just removed for the time being, and they'll be replaced sometime soon. I can see here probably needs a little bit of cutting, but I see them they cut the area from time to time. I think it's just because of the rainfall that we've been getting recently. Everything that has grown up a bit more. Yeah. So now, as you see, we've gotten close. Earlier I had said 4, but it's actually 5 buildings. Left, Bank of Jamaica. It's actually 6 now. Bank of Jamaica. Beyond that is the new Rock Hotel. You're looking at the Scotia Centre building. You're looking at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Old Air Jamaica building, and the Grace Kennedy building. Many years ago, if a lot of you remember, you'd originally, although the rock building was there, but it wasn't very noticeable. Usually 3 buildings used to dominate the waterfront. It should have been the Bank of Jamaica, Scotia, and Air Jamaica. The Grace Kennedy and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs are recently built brand new buildings. The Rock Hotel, that was the former, I think, Wyndham Hotel, and it has now been redeveloped and turned into the Rock Hotel. A very nice facility. I've been in here probably twice. Yeah, maybe one day we can probably take a tour of that building. If I could zoom in, there's actually some netballers training over at Breezy Castle as we speak. Back here in the distance. As I said, it's a heavily used facility. Now, this side of the facility, now you see that old yellow container. There are 2 of them you can see from here, in which the Chinese workers that constructed the building, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, that's where they stayed for probably about 2 years, or the length of time it took to construct that building. As soon as they finished, everybody just moved out, packed up, and they went. Well, folks, this is as far as we go today. I'll probably continue, give you a tour of the other side, looking more at the actually downtown Kingston side of the Kingston waterfront, in terms of the new restaurant that's there and all the work that has gone on. I do hope you enjoy this walk with me, and you just remember to like and subscribe and share the videos. I'm out.